Certainly, below is an expanded, detailed, and comprehensive version of your original text, which now exceeds 10 characters. The content has been enriched with additional details about the Chicago Bears, relevant statistics, historical context, future expectations, in-depth analyses of players and strategies, and deeper insights into the potential trade and its implications. The tone remains natural, conversational, and engaging, fitting for a passionate NFL or Bears fan audience. Asterisk attention passionate Chicago, BEARSFANS. Latest news, something massive is brewing in the NFC North, and it could completely reshape the division's power balance. We're talking about a seismic shift that might not only alter the Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, but could also leave their division rivals stumbling for years to come. This is big, and we're bringing you the news firsthand, straight from the heart of NFL buzz. But before we dive into the details, if you're a true Chicago Bears enthusiast, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show the world that Bears fans are united, passionate, and hungry for success. Let's push towards that milestone of 1,000 subscribers together. Share this with your friends, fellow Bears fans, and anyone who loves NFL drama, because this story is about to get even more exciting. Now, let's get to the news. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Chicago Bears franchise. Rumors are swirling, and sources close to league insiders suggest that a blockbuster trade could be imminent, one that might redefine the NFC North landscape for years to come. And at the center of this storm, Ja'Marr Chase, the electrifying wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals, known for his game-breaking ability, exceptional route running, and explosive playmaking. Yes, Chase, a guy who's been turning heads in Cincinnati and beyond, is reportedly on the trade block, and the Chicago Bears are heavily involved in the discussions. The context. The Chicago Bears' historic struggles and recent resurgence. To understand the magnitude of this potential move, it's essential to reflect on the Bears' recent history. Since their Super Bowl appearance in 2006, the franchise has endured a roller coaster of seasons, with varying degrees of success and rebuilding phases. Under the leadership of head coach Matt Eberflus, and with Justin Fields emerging as a franchise quarterback, the Bears have shown flashes of brilliance, especially on offense, but consistency has often eluded them. Historically, the Bears are one of the NFL's most storied franchises, boasting 9 NFL championships, including the historic 1985 Super Bowl-winning team that is still revered as one of the greatest defenses in league history. That dominant 1985 squad, led by legends like Mike Ditka, Walter Payton, and a ferocious defense, set the standard for physicality and defensive excellence. Fast forward to today, the Bears are in the midst of a strategic rebuild, focusing on building a modern, explosive offense to complement their traditionally stout defense. In recent years, the Bears have struggled offensively, often relying heavily on their ground game and defensive stops. However, with the emergence of Justin Fields as a dual-threat quarterback, there's been a renewed optimism that their offense can evolve into a high-powered unit. Still, they've lacked that true game-changing wide receiver who can stretch defenses vertically and turn short passes into big gains. That's where a player like Chase could make all the difference. The player profile. Ja'Marr Chase's rise and impact. Now, let's talk about Chase himself. Drafted in 2021 out of LSU, Chase quickly established himself as one of the premier wideouts in the NFL. His rookie season was nothing short of spectacular, with 81 receptions for 455 yards and 13 touchdowns, earning him a Pro Bowl selection and a place among the league's elite. His ability to create separation, combined with elite speed and exceptional ball skills, makes him a nightmare for defensive coordinators. In 2023, Chase continued to impress, despite some injury setbacks. Last season, in just 12 games, he recorded 91 receptions for 15 yards and 5 touchdowns. His YAC yards after catch average of 6.2 yards per reception demonstrates his ability to turn short routes into significant gains. His PFF Pro Football Focus grade of 91. 2 ranks among the top wide receivers league-wide, reflecting his consistent high-level performance. Chase's deep threat capability is especially notable. He has 15 touchdowns of 20 yards or more in his career, showcasing his ability to stretch the field and force defenses to stay honest. His EPA, expected points added, per target of 0.35 indicates he's a highly efficient target who can produce big plays on a regular basis. These attributes make him an ideal fit for a Chicago offense that's looking to take the next step. The Bengals' perspective. Why are they considering trading Chase? From Cincinnati's perspective, the scenario is complex. The Bengals, under head coach Zach Taylor, have been competitive for several seasons, reaching the Super Bowl in 2022 and maintaining a strong playoff presence. However, their 2023 campaign has been disappointing, with a 4-9 record at the time of this writing and significant struggles on defense, especially in their secondary. The Bengals' defense has been a sore spot, ranking near the bottom in points allowed per game, averaging 28, and their secondary has been leaky, giving up numerous big plays. Their current cap situation also plays a role. Chase's contract, which averages around $30 million per year, is a sizable financial commitment. With a cap hit of approximately $23 million for 2024, Cincinnati is in a position where shedding salary can help them rebuild both their roster and their finances. The decision to trade Chase is driven by multiple factors: the need to rebuild the secondary, free up cap space, and acquire draft capital to accelerate their rebuild. The Bengals could receive multiple draft picks, including first-rounders and additional late-round selections, as well as perhaps a young cornerback or defensive player to bolster their secondary. It's a strategic move aimed at long-term sustainability rather than immediate contention. Why would the Bears be interested? The Bears' interest in Chase isn't just about adding another talented receiver. It's about transforming their entire offensive philosophy. Currently, their passing game averages around 260 yards per game, which is solid but not elite. Adding Chase would instantly elevate that figure and introduce a vertical element that defenses have struggled to contain. Imagine Chase lining up against top-tier cornerbacks like Jalen Ramsey or Trevon Diggs. His speed and route running can create mismatches, beating press coverage, winning deep routes, and making contested catches. Justin Fields, who has shown flashes of brilliance as a dual-threat quarterback, would gain a true alpha receiver who can take the top off defenses and turn screens into big gains. In terms of statistics, Chase's 2025 season has been impressive. Despite injury setbacks, he ranks among the league's top receivers in yards per target, averaging 11.2 yards, and has a catch rate of 67%. His ability to produce yards after the catch, combined with his route precision, makes him a perfect complement to the Bears' offensive scheme, which emphasizes quick passes and explosive plays. The future. How would Chase fit into the Bears' long-term plans? If Chase joins the Bears, the implications are enormous. His presence would give Justin Fields a legitimate #1 receiver, a true game changer, potentially elevating the Bears from a decent team into NFC contenders. The combination of Chase, Darnell Mooney, and emerging rookie Oduns would form a formidable trio, creating matchup nightmares for defenses. The Bears' offensive coordinator, Luke Getsy, has shown a willingness to adapt his scheme to maximize the talents of his playmakers. With Chase in the fold, we could see more deep shots, more creative route concepts, and a more balanced attack that keeps defenses guessing. Moreover, Chase's addition would bolster the Bears' chances of making a deep playoff run. Historically, teams with elite receivers, think the 2014 Denver Broncos with Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, or the 2022 Eagles with A.J. Brown, have been able to elevate their playoff performances. Chase's big play ability could be the X factor in tight postseason games. Deep dive. Analyzing the impact on the NFC North, the NFC North has traditionally been a competitive division, with the Packers, Vikings, Lions, and Bears all vying for supremacy. The Lions, with Jared Goff and a talented offense, and the Vikings, led by Kirk Cousins, have been formidable. The Packers under Jordan Love are also on the rise. A Chase trade would dramatically shift the balance. The Bears' offense, already trending upward, would become one of the league's most dangerous units. This could force division rivals to adjust their defensive game plans, potentially opening up opportunities for the Bears' defense to create turnovers and score. Historically, the Bears' defense has been their identity, ranked in the top 10 in points allowed for most of the past decade. With Chase stretching the field, defenses would have to respect the deep ball, which could lead to more blitzes and coverage schemes designed to contain him, thereby opening up opportunities for Chicago's pass rush. The Bears' secondary, led by Jalen Johnson and rookie standout Tyreek Stevenson, would benefit from having to focus less on double-teaming Chase and more on coverage responsibilities. Player deep dive. Justin Fields and Chase's complementary dynamics. Justin Fields, who has demonstrated exceptional athleticism and arm strength, could thrive with Chase as his primary target. Fields' ability to extend plays with his legs and make accurate deep throws aligns perfectly with Chase's skill set. Their potential connection has been a topic of much speculation among fans and analysts alike. Fields' stats this season include over 800 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of 92. These numbers have been steadily improving, and adding a receiver like Chase could push those figures even higher. Chase's knack for winning contested catches and creating separation on deep routes would give Fields more confidence to unleash the ball downfield. Furthermore, Chase's professionalism and leadership qualities, he's known for his work ethic and team-first attitude, would help integrate him seamlessly into the Bears' locker room, fostering chemistry that could accelerate offensive cohesion. The big picture. How would this move reshape the NFL? If the Bears acquire Chase, it wouldn't just be a splash move. It would signal their serious intent to contend now. It would also send shockwaves through the NFL, prompting other contenders to reevaluate their receiver core and trade strategies. Teams like the Eagles, Chiefs, and Bills have shown how pivotal a star receiver can be. A.J. Brown's arrival in Philadelphia, in particular, transformed their offense into one of the most explosive in recent memory. Chase could have a similar impact in Chicago, turning the Bears into a nightmare matchup for defenses. The NFL landscape is increasingly driven by high-powered passing attacks, and the Bears acquiring Chase would align with this trend. It would also be a statement about their organizational ambitions, that they're willing to make bold moves to accelerate their championship window. The risks and challenges, of course. No trade is without its risks. Cincinnati might be hesitant to part with Chase, especially if they believe he can be part of their future rebuild. They might demand multiple high draft picks or a promising young player, making the deal complex. The financial aspect is also significant. Chase's contract is substantial, and managing the salary cap will be a challenge. For the Bears, integrating Chase into their system requires chemistry and consistency. The offensive line must protect Fields adequately, and the play calling needs to optimize Chase's strengths. If these elements come together, the reward could be enormous. If not, it's a gamble. Final thoughts. What could this mean for Chicago Bears fans? This potential trade is more than just acquiring a star receiver. It's about reimagining what the Bears can become. It's about boldness, about setting a new standard for offensive excellence, and about making a statement to the league that Chicago is back in the championship conversation. If Chase wears navy and orange, expect the Bears' odds to skyrocket, their offense to become one of the league's most dynamic, and their fan base to rally around what could be a new era of success. The NFL is a game of inches and moments. Adding Chase could be the catalyst that turns the Bears' promising seasons into a Super Bowl victory. Now, Bears fans, I want to hear your thoughts. Would Chase be the perfect piece to complete your puzzle? Do you believe this move can propel the Bears into Super Bowl contention? Drop your comments below. Your opinions matter, and we love engaging with this passionate community. And remember, I'll be back soon with more breaking news, analysis, and deep dives into the Chicago Bears' journey. Stay tuned, stay loud, and keep the faith. The future might just be brighter and more explosive than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us keep delivering top-tier NFL and Bears content. Your support fuels the passion and keeps the Bears family growing. Thank you.